Alright. This pack is kind of absurd. When is the PT? PT's in a week and a half. Very, very soon. How will I know which hands to mulligan? That's true. I'm just going to keep every 7 and lose a bunch of games due to it. This pack is absurd, by the way. Legion Warboss, Crackling Drake, Justice Strike, Artful Takedown are all excellent. Obviously, we're just taking the Warboss. Because it can go in either of these decks quite happily. Just a very strong card in general. Alright. So, now we have a decision. The card that best goes with the Warboss is probably the Hypothesis. The other good cards in the pack are District Guide, Deadweight. So it's between those 3. I think Deadweight and District Guide are both a smidge better than the Sizzle. But Sizzle going with our Warboss is nice. Yeah, I think I'm taking the Sizzle too. Sizzle or Deadweight? Yeah, it's for sure. You don't think Guide is better than Sizzle? Maybe I just like District Guide too much. District Guide is standard playable, apparently, ... question mark. According to some people, including me. Sizzle has felt so powerful for you. It's felt good to me. I don't know. It's good if it's really good with jumpstart cards. I'll give it that much. When you're discarding a jumpstart card, it doesn't feel so bad. Right, so we're taking one of these. This goes with our Sizzle, but this is a slightly better card. Yeah, this pack is great. Also, how absurd is Boros Challenger into Warboss? You, like, immediately make a 2-2 with this. You think this is better than Legion Guildmage? Huh. League Guildmage. We can see that being the case. Do we prefer Boros Challenger over Direct Current, though? I guess is the question. I think this is just a better card. Obviously, it means abandoning the Sizzle, but I'm not too sad about that. Oh no, I've been silver level for like 4 months now, give a little hug. Ever since GP Vegas. I've been silver level for a little while. Ooh, Stalwart. This card is nice. Yeah, I hit silver at Vegas. You tricked me into playing Llanowar Elves. They were so bad, Jarvis. It was so bad. Oh. Yeah, this Stalwart is looking very good. I'm pretty happy to be moving into Boros here. Oh, everyone still likes Llanowar Elves, apart from, like, I think me and JD are the 2 people in the world who don't like Llanowar Elves, as far as I can tell. Yes, we're taking the Ornery Goblin. You take the Recruiter over the Ornery? Am I overrating Ornery? Okay, okay. I think the Recruiter's better. Alright. Pretty happy taking this. Sorry, Ionize. We have a plan. We're sticking to it. I don't know how to feel about this card. People say it's great. I've had like medium experiences with it, but I also haven't played with it that much. Everyone would take good. I think part of the problem is I've only been drafting Boros on Arena, where there's just Dimir decks everywhere, just a million kill spells. This is probably better in like an actual draft. Maybe the Righteous Blow? Blow for the side, yeah. It's also like a fine card to play if you have to. This is the biggest middle finger to the Cyclops. It is. It's quite great against the Cyclops. I think we can pick up these later though. The first blow is just really, really strong. Ooh, Unicorn. Unicorn is nice with the War Boss. I think I want this over the Recruit, right? It's so good in Boros. Witness over Guildgate, maybe? We've got so many mental creatures that this actually looks pretty decent in our deck. I think. You think Unicorn is better in Boros than it is in Green-White? Yeah, I suspect that is the case. Let's take the Witness. I'm happy with the Witness. I found Guildgate's really awkward in Boros, and we have so many mentor creatures for this. It's normally medium minus, I agree, but we have so many mentor creatures already, and we're only in pack 1. Alright. This deck is nice. What do we want to hate? I don't want to let people know that Golgari's open. Sarging Bargent, oh my god. Sorry, air traffic control lizard, this is not your time. This deck is really solid already. Just like 10 cards we're pretty happy to play. I guess the Locksmith is medium. Prefer not to play this one, but... Alright, what's the E price on Vraska? I assume it's enough that I just have to take her. 6 ticks, sorry, I'm not passing 6 ticks. Cannot justify it. As good as Integrity Intervention is. Ooh, True Fire Captain is even better. Only giving up my integrity. Oh, jeez. Very happy with this True Fire. Somehow passing up our... Personal right's gonna be like, Boros is open. We're getting past so many integrity interventions. Captain's not better. Am I overrating it? Love you too, Jarvis. Yeah, I think True Fire is better by a lot. I think this card's just amazing. You think Integrity is just better than True Fire? I mean, this card is... The one thing about this is it is hard to cast in Boros, because you don't play many Guild Gates, which makes it more awkward than it looks. I would definitely agree with that assessment. I think I'm still going to take it, but I'm not 100%. Right, take this, put it in the board. Honestly, in a paper draft, I might just, like, hate something here, rather than taking the crappy 2-drop. Might just, like, hate the Gargoyle or the Fragtusk or something, the radical idea. Blade Instructor seems good in this deck. Y'all would take Wave. It's fair. You take this Shield Mate over the Guardian. Yeah, I guess we're just never playing the Guardian, right? We don't want to be convoking our creatures. I figured this would, like, not be a terrible thing to mentor onto. But... Alright. Pack Beast is nice. Card is very decent. You just want 8 plus 2 drops, okay. That makes sense. You just never want to miss on your turn 2. I don't really like either of these. I guess the boar's okay with the mentor creatures though. Hawks, please. Yeah, we've seen 0 Hawks so far this draft. Kind of heartbreaking. a million fours. I think I want to take this for the board over taking the hammer dropper. Maybe that's the other argument for taking integrity over the true fire, just like we want to keep our curve low. And there's this risk that we just see a bunch of like expensive things and no cheap things later in the draft. Like when in doubt, take the cheaper spell. Yeah, that makes sense, Travis. In a real draft, I would take the Peacemaker here, I guess. The problem is, like, the Boros cards skew aggressive. If you're not drafting Boros as an aggressive deck, then surely that just makes, like, your cards on average weaker than they'd otherwise be. You can be aggressive slanted, but still mid-rangey, that's fair. Wonder where the Hawks are, probably in the Selesnya deck. This deck has really not come together so far. Got like a bunch of filler in it I'd like to cut. Hopefully Boros should be open from the right though next pack. No Legionnaires is sad, yeah. Or the free. I guess we're playing this at the moment. I'm feeling sad. We need a wave especially. That's probably one of those cards that I've also been like thrown off slightly because of stupid arena drafts. Like on the arena drafts, like all the Dimir decks just have so much removal because Dimir always ends up open, and then like Wavelands ends up looking mediocre. But in reality, Wave's probably just very good and important. Yeah, wave number 1 is very important. Yeah. I can see that being very much the case. Alright. Hopefully this comes together in the last pack somehow. Lava Coil. What's the E price on expansion? Oh, just a tick. Yeah, just nothing, even after the last weekend. Cool, I'm just going to take this Lava Coil then. I feel sad not taking the Direct Current, but obviously this is just great. It's like premium removal. Thanks, Jarvis. Paying me back for that expansion. Oh, my knight. How much is the knight worth, Jarvis? I'm being silly. I think we want the Blade Instructor from this pack. Could also take the Fire Urchin. Oh my god, Jarvis. It's being ridiculous. Imp is actually... The Urchin's really nice with the Mentadudes, it is. Okay, I think I'm just taking the Instructor though. Alright. Paying me back for the Llanowar Elves. I made that choice on my own, to be fair, Michael. It's just really rough to go with your gut and not play Llanowar Elves when, like, literal everyone is playing them, and literal everyone is calling you insane for not playing them. And I don't know. Just had a moment of self-doubt, despite playing Tron with like no cons in it and having success. Had a moment of self-doubt. Did I see Hulk's list? I don't think I did, George. What was up with Hulk's list? He was a Carnage Tyrant deck. Interesting. Bodyguard, Guildgate. It's one of these two. Could also just take another 2-drop. We already have like essentially 8 though, if you count the Witness. Bodyguard is nice. Already just like too important. Pumping our recruits and stuff. I really wish we had a couple more pieces of removal, and this deck would be reasonable. Or like another Sure Strike. Oh, just take another Shieldmate, I guess. Thanks so much, Or, for the resub. 3 months of being a Knight of Autumn. I think you're only 3 months away from the sword. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. What am I taking? Honestly, this is not terrible, but just play more 2-drops, I guess. I think the 2/4 is now at the point where it's looking reasonable because of the 2-blade instructors and the bodyguard. Just like make a 3/5. This still seems good. Yeah, Sidon versus Ritual. That makes sense. Take Heart, Command the Storm. We're definitely just taking one of these. I think we want the Take Heart. This just seems amazing for us. I think the Guardian is underrated in Boros. I suspect that is the case, yes. Wow. Such a good pickup. Alright, this deck is looking nice now. We can cut this stupid Fearless Halberdier. Ooh, another Take Heart. I think I want this over the Skyline Scout, right? I'm pretty sure I want the Take Heart over the Skyline Scout. I've got so much First Strike. You just take the Scout. I guess we have a lot of Mentor to put on the Scout, which is nice. For sure. Yeah, it hugely upgrades a 2, and we're already at 23 playables. That's true. Or like we can cut the ball for it. I don't know that we're playing 2 of these. Maybe we will. I'm going to cut the ball, I think. Imagine if my Take Heart had a Lightning Helix mode. I don't know how I'd ever have a card like that, though. That sounds broken, Michael. Doesn't sound like something they'd actually print. Pick this up from Modern. Nice sideboard card. You're not a big fan of the Pack Beast. Interesting, you just think it's worse than having a wave. Bit too expensive. Like, you'd get a similar effect of just having another 2-drop and playing to the board more often. Oh my god, Dokamoy. Cut the Pack Beast, I guess. Are we on 16 or 17 lands? I assume this is 16. We only have the 1/5 now. And then we can cut either a Witness or maybe a Locksmith. Probably our 2 worst cards. Yeah, cut the locksmith. I think I agree. I think the witnesses are not terrible in this deck. Because of all the mentor. Awesome. Just 8 and 8. I'm not going to play this forest. Kind of what? We have this double white, but I think we just need 8 and 8 because of True Fire. See you later, Caius. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening. Alright. Time to see how Boros treats us. This deck doesn't seem amazing, but it seems very solid to me. Wow. This is not beatable. Game 2. Dear Lord. Who did I pay off? Couldn't honestly say. No, that's a 2-free. How do I beat a 2-free? Who has ever beaten a 2-free? Play War Boss, attack with Witness and the token. I assume. Because they're gonna block the token anyway. So this gets in a damage. Oh my lord. That's pretty unreasonable. Alright. He was talking nonsense about the unicorn earlier. It does look pretty decent here, huh? We even get to like pump the war boss so the war boss can pump the unicorn to help the unicorn survive. This unicorn is quite something. I'm gonna have to stack my triggers correctly. Just far from a sure thing. Oh wow. That True Fire Captain's pretty reasonable. Right. God. Their deck is decent, for sure. I just want to not attack this turn and keep growing my board. Is that crazy? If I attack with everything... you would bore ship the squad. They have no good blocks. So I bore onto the war boss pumps the unicorn. Or pumps something else. I guess then they can only take down one of these. I want to pump the witness so it doesn't get eaten. Surely I'd rather pump the token than the witness. I mean, boring the unicorn does nothing. because they have the True Fire. So we mentor this one. Because we'd rather have the witness die than the token, since the witness replaces itself. Yeah, they're forced to block these two. We take down these two. They take 8. And then we deploy 2 more 2-drops and keep going wide. This unicorn is absurd. Just like wholly unreasonable. Oh wow. They're just gonna leave the unicorn in play. I am shocked. Interesting. I think I'm saving the boar for next turn. I just want to cast 2 2-drops this turn. You assume my unicorn will be shocked. I almost made that joke, George. I almost made that joke. Legion War Boss, hell of a magic card apparently. Opponent has conceded. Awesome. Well, that went pretty perfectly. So we're against another Boros deck. Herm. We have the stupid 2/3. So Locksmith's not good. I don't know if we want Righteous Blow. Yeah, we probably want Blow. Restorer is the Mirror Breaker. Can't figure out if you're joking or not. What do I want the Righteous Blow over? No sarcasm. Okay. Still don't think I can bring myself to bring it in, but 3/4 is big. The elephant has a big booty and gains life, I guess. Basically Fragtusk. We could cut the boar for the Restorer then. Oh, this isn't super exciting on the driver, and in this trade, they have the Vigilant 2/2, which is pretty good against it. It's true. I do play Tarmogoyf over Fragtusk, this is accurate. Righteous Blow over something. I think I want to keep the boar in. It's like a big body. It's possible we want the 2/4 over the boar though on the draw. I still need to cut something for this Righteous Blow. You cut a Recruit because we're on the draw. This is bad against Wave, but I don't know. I don't think I like cutting the Recruit. I think Recruit's too good to cut. Just kind of witness. We haven't seen that many like X ones from them. Ah, panic, panic, panic. Don't know what I'm doing. Cool, cool, cool. We've submitted. Oh. Maybe we're meant to cut an instructor. In case they have their own 100 witnesses. So that is nice. And by nice, I mean playable, I guess. ... Now I'll see the awesome power of the Dev Guardian. All cower before the mighty 2-4. I've never beaten a 2-4 in my life. I don't know about you. 2-drop. It wasn't even a plains for this unicorn. Attack. Why would we attack? They just block. Like, oh my god, we're so far behind. Like, I can cast my 2-4. Doesn't do anything. I probably have to cast the free one and trade it with the bodyguard. And they block, because that's what you do in Limited. What kind of lunatic is blocking all of my opponents? Every opponent I have ever faced. Alright. I am feeling incredibly far behind. We just can't deal with this, sadly. It's going to be a 3-4 now. We also just don't have much removal for this outside of like our lava coil. I know he brought in the Righteous Blow, but we've seen one target for it so far. Across like a game and a half. Now they get to pump this and grow this, and we still don't get to block. I kind of have to cast this and pump them both. It's like a bit heartbreaking, but I just need to be able to take down their creatures in combat. How did we 306'd Teresa with the Selesnya deck? We could try and do that shop. I don't think it works out because of the mentoring though. The problem is the Boros Challenger ensures that even if they don't draw spells, they just get to keep growing these two creatures. This does not have haste. Alas. You knew if we joined shields, we could do anything. We cast 0 join shields, Teresa, alas. I hid the tech. No worries, Mizzix. Come on, opponent. Hurry up and murder me. Somehow we didn't die. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. Yeah, we can never attack. Herm. I guess I just cast my Unicorn this turn. Doesn't really block very well. It uses our mana best. Means that we still have enough blockers back. So currently we have 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we get down these 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 with wave. Growing the Skyline Scout is terrifying. They have a clock. We have to just get the bodyguard off the field. Cool. Still can't attack. Next turn they get to make this a 4-3 maybe, but then they don't have that blocker back. Which makes things kind of rough for them, I think. Maybe the argument for the attack on turn 2 is that having the lifelinker is almost an upgrade in this matchup, potentially. Wow. It's a good terminate. Ugh. That was a good terminate. Imagine if we had a lifelinking 2/2 here. We'd gain 3 back on this attack. Jeez. It was not 1 free point of damage, but it would have potentially got us a lifelinker. So, apparently that would have been pretty good. Right, we have a million spells in hand, apparently. I don't know how we possibly win this game. This puts them to 10. Then, like, maybe we draw a Sure Strike and they do something stupid. Yep, that is lethal. It was a bit rough. Alright, now on the play again. Yeah, I think slamming in is correct. I agree. I agree with you. For sure. I think I'm just running this back. We have so many X1s against their wave. I think Candlelight is bad, yeah. If we had some Hawks, maybe it'd be fine, but... This is like impossible for us to ever beat a Cosmotronic wave. Deck is mono X1s. Again. Alright. We draw a 2-drop and this hand is fine. Oh, the dev seems bad on the play. I agree, I agree. We should not have it in our deck. It should be a 2-2. Then this hand would look way better too. Yeah, I think I leave this on top. I'm not like in love with it, but... No, we should have boarded out the dev. I agree. We are being suitably punished. Like, if we got to go 2 into 3 into Gerd here, the game would just be over. Nice. This is so bad against Warboss. Alright. Drawing a plains next turn would be absurd. Or we could draw a mountain. That's also a thing we could draw. I think this is pretty great for us though. You get to jam this into the soldiers. The other option is we could not attack with the Warboss this turn to try and get down both of these. So we make a token attack with the token, cast this, cast this. Yeah, cast both creatures, I agree. I agree. Keep going wide. Can I attack with this? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can. They want to trade their Sworn Companions for like a portion of a card here, then I'm fine with that. I would really like to draw planes. What is this? What do they have? I mean, obviously I'm blocking, right? Sure strike, yeah, so I'd rather block than not lifelinker. In that case. If this is a bluff and they have take heart, it's really brutal, but whatever. We still just kill them. Another mountain, right? So I could use the Righteous Blow this turn, or I could just Gird. I think I want to Gird on these two. Am I holding back any tokens with these 1/1s? I'm going to have the 3/3 on defense. I guess this way I make sure nothing can get eaten by the shield mate. That's pretty nice. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, Jarvis. Fairly confident. Oh, they're just taking 1,000,000. Hey, Mason. This card is messed up. Opponent has conceded because they cannot beat the messed up card. Legion Warboss. I've underrated this card considerably, apparently. It's just amazing. Like, I thought it would be, like, very good in limited, but I was not expecting it to be quite like that. Yeah, for sure, shop. I agree with that. I am gonna Tron it up. That is correct, Mason. I want to invest almost zero time into preparing for Modern with the PT coming up. So, just like jamming some Tron land seems like the best bet on that basis. Since I might do like one practice league, maybe. Not even that's necessarily gonna happen. Honestly, Javas is kind of nice having a GP where I'm just like not stressing about preparation at all. Just gonna jam my 75. Although admittedly I'm changing like about 5 cards from the previous GP. So I kind of want a Verdugan, I think. I kind of want a 4th Worm Coil somewhere in the 75. I also need some actual Grave Hate in the sideboard. I'm probably playing 2 Ravenous Trap in my sideboard because of the Dredge Menace. I am excited to sign your Knights of Autumn, Mason. Is Rav Trap even better than Tormod Script? I mean, you can't play around Ravenous Trap as part of the appeal. Although Tormod Script is nice with Ancient Stirrings. So maybe you're right. You might just be right. I just always found, back when I was playing Dredge, I always just found Ravenous Trap so wildly unbeatable compared to every other hate spell. Because you can't see it coming. And you can't, like, justify playing around it if you don't know they have it in hand, because you're just slowing yourself down so much. Whereas, like, all the other hate cards force you to play differently. The problem is I'm not playing Relic of Progenitus, Michael. Because of the Tarmogoyfs in the board. And I'm, like, not about to cut the Tarmogoyfs because they're so good. Interesting. Do they have a bounce spell or something? What percentage are we here to win here? A high percentage. I'm not even sure this is correct. If they have a counterspell, I feel really silly. I leave on Friday, Mason, about 2 PM. You think you just love call that guy, play a recruit? That's probably reasonable. Might just be better. Apparently my play worked out too. Alright. Well, we didn't really see any of that deck, so... I will be a time traveler, Mason. I will travel back into the past. It's a pretty good invitational card, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty keen on having an invitational card. Oh my god, was that the best draw in the deck? I think it was. I'm pretty sure this was the best card in the draw in the deck. show you my Faustian bargain contract. Oh my god. I don't get it either, Jarvis. It doesn't make sense to me either. For what it's worth. Just like, my luck is wholly unreasonable. Ooh. That was a pretty absurd draw. Oh, I don't have to use my lava coil up. See you, Mason. God, this Hunted Witness is just great. Never seen a Hunted Witness as good as our Hunted Witnesses. Just like always 2/2s. League and Guild Mage. Resolves. Let's go Lava Coil, play my 2/2. I can pump this, have an absurd board. Like Ivor is probably unbeatable, if we're being completely honest. I think I just want to double spell, run them over. Pump, smash, make 2 free-frees. Make this a free-free. It's like fine. Save the Lava Coil for like something bigger. I think I just want to grow the board though. This is fine. This is like an aggressive use of the coil, but oh, yeah. Coiling the Electromancer is better, I agree. I just realized that. Because they're struggling on mana and this helps them cast spells. Yeah, for sure, I agree. You're correct, Shop. It was just like, clearly I killed a better card, but no. Killing the Electromancer is good when they're struggling on mana. Barging Sergeant. I guess we're just casting this. Can I do a... What would a sound effect for Barging Sergeant be? Mentoring the Witness or the Challenger? I think it's probably the Witness I'm mentoring. Bounce spell. Oh, sure. That is fine. If they have a Sure Strike, I'm going to feel really dumb, by the way. If they have a Sure Strike here, I'm going to feel really dumb for not killing the Electromancer. Nope. Just had nothing. Just had actual nothing. Barging Sergeant must be blocked if able. No, so punished. However shall we win? I do not know how we could possibly win this game. Oh, the Mentor chains are sweet, Alex. I really like them. They are kind of delightful. Alright. That was not much of a match. It does, Michelle. Mentor feels amazing when you get it to work. Alright, I'm gonna disappear a moment. I need to go to the bathroom. Probably refill my water. But I'll be back in just a moment, and then we'll be playing for the trophy. Maybe our second back-to-back trophy. Second back-to-back. I don't know if I'm using words properly. I'll be back in a moment. Alright. Chair, oh my god, I actually messed up for once. Jeez. Sorry, Mew. I love you. I don't mean to do this to you. Alright. I would like a trophy. A trophy would be great. 2 trophies in one day, the dream. What's our win rate at the moment the last couple of days? We're like 9-0, 10-1, 11-2, 9-0, 11-1, 9-0, 10-1, 11-2, 11-3. We're like 13-3 in our last 16 matches. That's pretty decent. New favorite command is duck list. Oh my gosh. It is kind of cute. Also, I cannot spell. Oh my gosh. My favorite one is Stone Rain, but we all know that. Oh, Jarvis. That is the most wholesome thing. Oh my god. This hand doesn't really have a curve so much as it has a plateau. We're just never casting half these spells. Help. I think it's either Recruit or Shieldmate. You think I play the Challenger? I'm a bit worried about exposing the Challenger. But it does stop them attacking, which is nice. It's not like 100% we block if they attack is the problem, but... It would be, Michelle, it would be. That is a rock charger. Derp derp derp. It's not clear they can actually start attacking, but attack first. Don't they just get to double block George and then we trade our amazing 2/3 for their like decent 2/2? How is that good? What am I missing? They won't double block. I guess they won't. You're probably right. You're probably right. I'm such a fish. Yeah. You're correct. You're correct. Oh my god. This is why I don't play aggro. This is why I just play mid-range and control decks all the time. I can't break out of this mindset. This is weird. The old pass with 4 mana open. I guess you just cast a creature and pass the turn back, and then they like tap something down, and that's fine. 100% throw the dudes in. Oh, because they might tap something when we go to combat, that's true. You are getting to experience the joy of Autumn tries to play an aggro deck. I guess I just cast this. Because then a land lets us just start double spelling a bunch. It's like kind of awkward because if they tap for this, we don't get to like get some mentors off of this, but it's whatever. I feel like them spending a whole turn tapping a creature is a way that they fall really far behind her, rather than developing their board. I love how my play style is like as close to the polar opposite to Tom Ross as you can possibly get. I'm just like the most conservative player in the world, scared of everything. Make 0 bluffs ever. So I kill the True Fire. Attack with everything. They don't get to block the 3/4. Please don't have the +2/+2. Thank God. Alright, let's just attack with the team. They do not have good blocks. I guess they can take out our 3/1, but that's fine with me. Which one gets to be the mentor? I can't remember which one I chose. Well, this is fine. Take down that 2/2. Leave them with the 1/3. I think. It's kind of nice that the 2/2 just like never gets to profitably interact with our attackers, but the 1/3 blocks my 2/1s, yeah. That's what I was thinking. You might be right. I just like kind of wanted to get their tapper out of play, but the tapper is also just really slow. And we're gonna cast a million spells, so get to do some like nice mentor chains here if we want. They played that 6th land. So many lands. Just like infinite lands. Ooh, rude. I think we're just casting creatures then. I get to ship with the recruit too, which is nice. So I assume they're tapping the challenger. Yep. I get to ship with the recruit. I think we're not shipping with the instructor because I don't really want to trade it for a 1/1. That sounds pretty bad. Even if we'd get a counter on this in the process. Kind of just want to cast my True Fire Captain. But casting 2 things plays better against the Guild Mage. I like how the True Fire Captain means they have to start tapping this instead of this, and then this can grow this, which means it can attack into these. Like, all scales up pretty nicely. But the Blade Instructor gets to make this a 3/3, which I think is just great. This works out nicely. 3/3 first strike mentor. The old defensive Skylight Legionnaire. Classic. I like how this taps them out so they can't use combat tricks defensively too. It's so great for us. So it's Hackle. I think we get to mentor onto the first striker. We're like kind of trading down here, but we also get in a million damage. Sure. Happily trade my 2-drop for your flyer. Oh, that's fair, Michael. I was thinking we wanted to do this, so let's this could start mentoring onto our 2/2s nicely. But you raise a pretty good point. But out the double block. You think clicking buttons random is sufficient? I imagine so. Opponent has conceded from the game. Alright, come on, trophy. Want me a trophy. Alright, we're doing the same thing as last time in the mirror. Board in these 3 things on the draw, swap out the Guardian on the play. Was this the... No, we faced Is It round 2 shop. Yep. Herm. What are we cutting? Cut the boar and the sergeant for these 2. Just cut 2 of our worst cards for cards that play defense nicely on the draw. We definitely want the Righteous Blow because we've seen Skylight Legionnaire. And we can cut a magical card from this deck, which will be one of these cards. I guess the Blade Instructor is pretty bad against the Sworn Companions. Alright, I dig. This is the saddest keep in the world. Oh geez, they have good cards this game. That's a problem. It's a pretty nice draw. Which one do I cast this turn? I don't think it makes much of a difference. I guess this stops them attacking me potentially. Also, like, red mana's kind of at a premium at the moment. Your Challenger Skylight combo, huh? Pretty strong. So if they spend their whole turn doing that, they're just going to fall behind though, so it's probably fine. I think I'm playing Urchin and then Girding. So then we get to mentor onto the Urchin next turn, and then I can swing these. The alternative is I hold this back, but I've got the 2/4 I can block if need be. I guess if they have a land, it doesn't actually... yeah, it still gets to block, right? So yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Holy cow. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Jeez. You have the Healer's Hawk too? What a maniac. Opponent is so angry, so enraged. Alright. This is kind of a problem, not gonna lie. I think my plan is recruit and try and block with the Sure Strike. Hope that they just don't have a land to pump this. And the Restorer can like slow down their clock a tiny bit. I need them to not have a land or a trick, but as long as their hand contains no lands or spells, we're good. Exactly, Max. You see the line. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. We technically have lethal on the swing back if we don't block, but I'm still just gonna jam the block because I'm kind of forced to, I think. Oh, also they're gaining 2 life, so it isn't even actually lethal. Actually, it's exactly lethal. Cool. Alright, Legionnaires on blocks. I've already mastered this format. We've actually had a really good win rate in it, Gabroff. It's been going really well for us. I think I'm just gonna do this. This is like really greedy, but I think I'm forced to do it. Also, I think if they had a trick, they'd have attacked with the Legionnaire, so unless it was like specifically Righteous Blow or a kill spell, that also makes sense. Yeah, I think it was something like 13 and 3 or something in our last 2 days of drafting, so we've been doing really well. We might be losing this one though. Just possibly. Huh. No worries, Sadie. Go Recruiter into Restorer. I just don't know how we possibly win this with the Healer's Hawk going. The Healer's Hawk just makes racing so tricky once it gets minted a couple times. This Maniacal Rage has looked amazing. This is like another card that's looked a lot worse in Arena just because everyone has so many removal spells there, but I guess I'm just attacking for free, playing my Restorer. Also Recruiter into Restorer, I guess that's like the same thing. Problem is, we can't really afford to take the hit off this Challenger. Good strat, Adam. Good way to stay undefeated. So you go up to 16. Cosmotronic Wave only deals 12. God, Healer's Hawk is just amazing. God, it's so impressive. I don't know how we win if I don't chump block. Yeah, we boarded out the Barging Sergeant on the draw. Obviously this has looked quite a bit worse than Barging Sergeant this game. Barging Sergeant would have like traded with the Legionnaire, pumped one of our things. Probably just like not meant to board out a decent card for a bad card just because the bad card is good in this matchup. I mean, if you're forced to do this, it's like embarrassing, but don't know how we ever win without chumping. Alright. Let's be on the play. Being on the play seems strong. Yeah, play draw makes a huge difference, agreed. Alright. I'm just gonna bring in some things that attack better and take out these things. Definitely bring this back in. Honestly, I think I'm bringing this back in. I know it sucks against Swarm Companions, but we've only seen the one copy. There's a world in which we want the Call of the Culprit because of Maniacal Rage being so scary. We just like don't have removal for big creatures. It's also like not terrible against Mentor in general. Oh wow. Nice hand. No. I predict we're gonna have to Lava Coil that Healer's Hawk. That is my prediction. Shieldmate's fine. Shieldmate does its job. It attacks and blocks. You just need 2 drops. Alright. Hopefully they don't cast anything too scary this turn so that we can slam our True Fire Captain into play. Obviously if they ever play a Mentor creature, we're kind of obliged to kill it. Because of the Hawks. Ooh, are they planning on trading a Hawk with the Scout? I'm okay with that. We are quite dead, George. Or we could draw a Cosmotronic Wave. Exactly, you both got there at the same time as me. Just draw a Cosmotronic Wave off the top, easily win. That does not mentor. Just gonna swing with my team, cast True Fire here. If they want to spend the rest of the game tapping down the True Fire, I think that's pretty great for me. Obviously if it gets to start swinging, it's absurd. Wow, sure. Alright, I mean... What could they have this turn? If I get Call of the Culprited, I'm going to be really tilted. Obviously I just have to put a clock on them though, so... Justice Strike. Good shout. Apparently they don't have it. It's very strange. I'm just saving this Lava Coil for a Mentor creature. Or a Maniacal Rage. Don't know, Michael. Wow, that's absurd. Alright. I think we're gonna win this one. Yeah, agreed, Max. Alright, your turn. That was a strange game. I don't know what happened there. I guess they just flooded like crazy. We should do George. I do not know how cards work, apparently. That does work, because people try and do the Star of Extinction True Fire thing. Oh, we take 4? I think they take 4. Let's give a look. Because people playing it with Star of Extinction as a joke. Yeah. Alright, back-to-back trophies. Easy life. Up to 5 trophies in the space of 2 days. Very nice. I should take a picture of this deck too. I'm just taking a picture of all my Frio decks. Before we hop into the next one.